System 22 includes its own dedicated display and report designers, and I would like to take a look at these in this video. We will start by opening up the Design Center window. The Display Output section allows you to create categories that you can use to group common displays together. Let me show you by creating one now. We have now created a category called Warehouse. So any displays we now create for the warehouse can be put into this category. This makes it easier for your users to locate a display or report when they are in the main display and report window. These categories can be called anything you like, and you can create as many as you need. The Save Views section at the bottom of the window shows us all of the displays that have been created for the selected category. The SQL Statements section shows us the SQL instruction that has been entered to create the display, and the buttons below allow us to create, edit or delete these instructions. You will see that there are a number of display templates showing here. These are included in the designer as samples that you can work from. Let us look at the first display. The SQL statement is asking the browser to show all columns from the customer table and to sequence the display by the customer account number. Notice that the columns in the browser have sensible headings and the column widths are correct for the data they include. Let's edit this table and see how we achieved this. At the top is our category and display title, and this area would show a report template name if one had been created for this display. Notice the two browsers here. These are data dictionaries that are included with System 22. The left one lists all of the tables within the system, while the right hand one lists all of the columns in these tables. You can see that this browser shows the column name and then provides a more sensible heading that we see in the display browser. The other column is used to set the column's width. The blue area here is where you will enter your SQL statement. The one showing is quite simple, but you are able to use any valid SQL statements here. SQL statements can be keyed directly using the keyboard, or you can select from the options showing here. The Add Field, Edit Field and Delete Field buttons are used to allow you to add your own values to the data dictionaries, and we will see one of these a little later. Let's exit this window and look at the next display. This one is asking for only 2 columns of data. This one uses more than one table, so let's take a closer look at this. You will see that we are selecting a number of columns from 2 tables, and we are joining these tables using an SQL join statement. The next display is very similar to the one we just looked at. This next display has a couple of interesting values. It is asking the display to only show sales order lines that were ordered in the last 7 days, and it includes a calculation for the line value. Let's take a closer look at this statement. You will see here that the calculation is stored in a field called line value. Let's look in our data dictionaries for the user fields file, which holds the field descriptions of those you created using these buttons here. This is the table, and on the right we will see our line value field and the correct column heading and width. If you look at the date fields here, you can see that we have asked the display to show data for the last 7 days, so this display will always be current whenever it is called up. This next display is asking for user input. We will enter the 14th of November 2008 for these entries. You can now see that you can create displays that ask for user input, giving the user some control over what data he or she can access. How do we do that? Let's take a look at the statement. You can now see that the statement is showing sales order lines that were ordered between user date and user date. The user date value is a special instruction that tells the system it should ask the user to enter a date. There are 4 of these fields and they are shown here. They allow you to create displays that ask for user input by either a date field, a character string, a yes or no answer, or a specific warehouse. The Today button here is also a special field that was used by the earlier display to show orders received over the last 7 days. While in the Display Designer, we will open up the Report Writer. We will open a report template for the data we are looking at currently. The Report Designer is very comprehensive. We can define orders, groups and filters. These allow us to define the report sequence, to group data into sections, and to restrict the data reported by using preset filters. We can include bitmap images and even create high quality graphs. We can add shapes and create our own functions and use a wide range of preset functions like these shown here. We can create normal reports, cross-tab reports and even labels if they are needed. Let's preview this report and see what it looks like. By combining the powerful routines of the Display Designer and the Report Designer, you will be able to create as many display and reports as you need. Most additional costs you incur for systems of this type are from asking the software supplier for bespoke displays and reports. You now have the tools to do all of these yourself. When you install System 22, the Display Designer has detailed help screens available, while the Report Designer has a full user manual covering every aspect of report creation. System 22 is a powerful system. It includes tools and resources not usually found in products as well priced as System 22. If you need top quality inventory management software solutions, System 22 has everything you need. Thank you for watching this video.